everybody, Yelsa Farmer here and welcome to my channel, and today's look at new mods. So today it's 23rd of September. For console we had 9 new mods and 10 updates. I reckon these 3 guys over here were coming as an update today, but since there are so many new features with them, I call it the new mod. And also in the mod hub itself, North Modding Company said that this is a completely new vehicle. So first off, we're gonna start with this guy. This is the New Holland T7S series. Nicely detailed tractor. This one is by Blauvea modding. It requires 10 megabyte and 30 slots. So this one you will find under medium tractors. There you go. Start price of 119,000. Yeah, did I mention the slot count? Yeah. So this one you can do a lot of things with. You can change the rim color. You can change the main color, blue power, and you can change the design color, which changes the color on the hood itself. Then we have wheel brands, Michelin, Mitas, Trelleborg and Nokians. And you have your normal setup on wheels with standard, wheel weights, wide with weights, twin, narrow. So nothing special there. Design, you have standard or blue power. Changes a little bit on the design, and also inside you can see the seats are changing color. You also have the option of having a seat monitor on the right side of your seat, like so. And engine setup, you got 165S, which is 165 horsepower, 195 horsepower or 215 horsepower. Front loader, yes or no. And then you also can choose if you want to have a PTO in the front, standard or with front PTO, and fenders, standard and extra wide ones. So there you go. Let's jump in it, fire it up. With this one you can press, let's take the help in the one. So if you press L1 and R1 and left stick to your left, you open up the door like this. Open and close the door. And then if you press L1 and R1 and right stick up and down, you open up your back window. Lights, like so. Let's take it for a spin. So I'm going to use this tractor a little bit now, so that's why I wanted to take this first, so we can just jump over to the next one, which is this one. This is called the Lizard sabdf. It's a cultivator and a seeder. Or was it let me just double check. I was a little bit uncertain of this. No, it's a cultivator and a fertilizer. So this will do both cultivating and first stage of fertilizer. This mod is by J.A. Modding and Pedro Acevedo. It's 4.01 megabyte and 9 slots. This one you will find under tools and fertilizer technology. There you go. Price 14,500. The capacity is 1,420, working width of 2.6 meter and working speed of 17 kilometers an hour, and it requires 100 horsepower. So nothing much you can do with it. You get what you get. There we go. So let's test it out. I had some trouble with filling it up at my multi-buying silo, the H-grain one you see on the back there. It was not able to load it from there even when I opened the cover. But then when I drove by these fertilizer pallets, this happens. The covers are opening and it says refill cultivator. So let's try this out. There we go. So the option you get is to turn on the cultivator, and you see it starts. Seems like it's starting to spread out some fertilizer, but the fertilizer doesn't go down, so I don't know what's going on here. So let's go and lower the cultivator like so, and then there we go. So let's see if I get 50% fertilized here now. 9%, 12. Here it's 0. Here it is 16, 15. So it's not actually doing 50% fertilization. 25 maybe. Okay. Good to know. And then we'll move over to a new slurry tank that was released today. That's this guy over here. This is the Lizard Krainer 2700. This is by BGamer003 and Bergmeister. This one will require 5.86 megabyte and the slot count is 9, and there are some configurations that you can do with it. So this one you will find sorry, my voice isn't turned on properly today, but anyhow, we'll get through it. This one you will find under slurry tanks. Here we go, the Lizard Krainer. only 3,400 to buy. Whilst in the mod hub, what I've written down here, the price were 4,500. But I guess that maybe is something out of the strange. I don't know. The required horsepower for this one is only 30 horsepower, and the working width is 6 meter. So you can change it between red and gray. Design, standard, or manure system, that changes the things on the back here. So either standard, manure system, and manure system all. That's the one I've chosen. And then you go to wheel setup, standard, wide tires, rear twin, and then folding mechanism. I couldn't find. I saw on the front there, just above the PTO, there is a handle. So now the folding mechanism is on the back, and now it's on the side. So you see it's going back and forward, but I cannot see anything else changing. So there we go. And still, with all these changes, none of these changes are changing the price. So it's still only this 100 up. So the price in the mod hub was 4,500. But anyhow, here we are. Let's test it out. I filled it now with slurry. Yeah. So I guess yeah, you can, in the mod hub it says you can have either slurry or digestate in it. So the manure system, I would assume, is if you're running this manure system on, I think it's only PC which have that, but anyhow. So let's see what this can do. L1, turn on slurry spreader. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Now, in my head, that's way more than 6 meter. What? 6 meter working with. That's more like 15. But anyway, I'll take it. I don't know if we can change the... Oh yeah, you can. So if you press L1 and right stick to your left or your right, you can do like that. All the way around maybe? Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think that's more than 6 meter diameter. Oh, then it's gonna be 12, but anyway. So that's pretty neat. So there we go. You can just follow it. Oh, now I'm out. But anyway, yeah. Did I have a surprise in it? Looked pretty standard, but I really like the one that you can twist this spreader around. And that's more than 6 meter, it has to be. But anyway, that's the Lizard Craner by BG Gamer and Bergmeister. Moving on, we have these two guys. This is a pack called the Placeable Refill Tanks. This is by Puskap. It's requiring 4.3 megabytes, and they are only 1 slot each. So this one will give you or sell to you your liquid fertilizer, and this one will give you or sell you your seeds. So these ones, where did I find these ones? Yeah, in the mod hub it says it's under farm buildings, but I couldn't find them there, so I think I find them under miscellaneous here. No, here placeables, miscellaneous. Here we go. The liquid fertilizer tank and the seed tank. It's 7,500 and the fertilizer tank is 8,500. And it says also that refilling will cost you a higher price for liquid fertilizer than buying it on a pallet at the shop. So we need to test it out. So I just leased a seeder and a liquid fertilizer spreader. So this one should be this one, yeah. So hopefully we'll get up a refill. There we go, start filling. I see in the bottom corner it's filling up. So there we go, that's that one. 7,800. Whoa, for how much? 4,600. So that's almost 2,000 euro per liter, per 1,000 liter. And if we go in here and just look at liquid fertilizer, it's 3,002 for 2. Yes, this is a little bit cheaper, yeah. So let's look at how much the seed is. Start filling. Nope, nothing happening. Start filling. There we go. So let's see how much this is. So 6,000 liter is more or less 6,000. So 1,000, okay, 6,000 for 6,000 for seeds. So if we go here for seed, that's more or less the same price. So 6,000 liter of this will be maybe 5,400, and here I paid 5,900. So not that bad price anyhow. Yeah, so moving on to maybe that little hole here. This is the manhole from Uncle 3101. It only is 91 kilobyte. It requires 1 slot, and it says in the mod hub that you can dump your liquids here, either your water, your milk, or your liquid fertilizer. But anyway, if it says in the mod hub that if you're gonna dump liquid fertilizer, it can only be disposed of with the liquid transporter or the Kuhn Hardy interactive sprayer. So there we go. This one you will find, let's see, this one you will find under placeable and miscellaneous, I think it was. There we go, 2,000, and it's only 1 slot, and it's €5 per day. So, and if you walk over it, you can open it and close it. So I think I have filled up a tank over here with, I think it was milk, either milk or water. You know, if this works out pretty good, I can use this on my farm because I only have one tank like this, a bigger one. So when I have it filled with water and it's time to sell some milk, you know, it's really nice to have a thing like this, I think. So what will happen here? Maybe I have to open it like so. Ah, there we go, start overloading. But the question is now, do I lose my milk or will it be sold? Let's see. Money is not going up, so I most probably will lose my milk. I guess. Or let's check if we have milk now in like a storage. No, I don't have any silos with milk in it. So yeah, of course, obviously you will lose your milk or water. Water is of course free for the most of the time, but anyhow, that's the manhole by Uncle 3101. Let's move over to this area here where we have a lot of new buildings today. First off is this one here. This is the brick barn by also Uncle 3101. It's 11.62 megabyte. It requires 9 slots. And this one you will find under placeables and sheds. There we go. This one is 9 slots. Yeah, I said that. 10,000 to buy. Doors do open. But as you see here, there is some glitch here. Because if you have this one open and open this one, so apparently I don't know if it's gonna be like that or anyhow. Nicely detailed inside, and you also have a light switch. Where did I find that on? Here, like so. There we go. Very nice. Except those strange doors. Magical doors. Can I go through there now? Nope. Anyhow, nice one. Moving on. We had a whole pack from the Lone Oak today. So this is the Lone Oak decorative pack by GeForce and Oxygen David, Bullet Bill, and what's the last guy here? Let's see. Lone Wolf. So these are decorative houses, sheds, barns, a whole lot of them, and also included is this one, the windmill. So this pack will require 11.6 megabytes, and yeah, these are decorative houses, so you cannot go into them or turn on lights or anything like that, but they're really nice, detailed with shadows, and yeah. These ones you will find under sheds also. No, where did I found these? Yeah, these were a little bit spread out. There was some under decorations. Here we go, got these ones, and the 3 first ones here are 2 slots. and the 4 last ones here are 6 slots. Whilst the windmill will be under miscellaneous. Here we go, the Lone Oak windmill 9000, and this one was 7 slots. And this one you will earn money on. I'm on easy mode now, so you can see I will make €200 per hour. If you are on normal, it's 150, and when you are on hard mode, you get €100 per hour. So, nice pack there. Moving on to, let's do this one. This is the bunker silo covered pack. This is by Ideal 3D. It's 6.01 megabyte, and you will find them under silos, placeables and silos. There we go. The silo covered bunker shed, 75,000. So that silo comes with also a shed, and you have a single silo, and these silos will contain 240,000 liter each. And the last shed, there was also a shed, this one, the lizard shed, 60,000. So this one is one pack, silo with a shed, and this one is a single silo. So these two are 2 separate ones. So I've dumped some grass in it here now just to try it out. So let's blanket silo. There we go. And I thought maybe this also you could use, but no, that's a big negative. And also here. So there we go. No lights. I guess this is nice to have if you're playing season and going into winter season. And with this one you have the shed, sliding doors with sound, lights inside, like so, and also there's a light switch over here. Now I found out these doors were a little bit tricky also. You got this one, but I think there's also a third door here in the middle. No? Because when I was fiddling around with the light switch, suddenly one of the doors closed. So, yeah, maybe it's just my mind going a little bit nuts. Okay, there we go. And then we have the shed over here. Open doors. Nice and big. Also here, 2 light switches. Did I turn it on? No. There we go. So, there we go. That's the bunker silo covered pack by ID3D. And then moving on, I think the last one here are these guys over here. These came as an update to date, but as the modders themselves wrote in the mod hub, it's more or less a completely new vehicle. It comes in 3 different sizes. The NMC Scarok, 1500, 2005 and 3005. So here I have one of each. This one is by North Modding Company. It requires 20.5 megabyte. This one you will find under cars, vehicles and cars over here. So it also said in the mod hub that you have to either sell or delete the old Scarok before updating this mod. So if you have the Scarok from before, you have to delete it. So when it comes to slots, this one, the 1500, was 8 slots, this was 7, and this was 7. And also together with this one, you will get a bed, or what do you call it, back bed. This one you will find under tools and miscellaneous, and it's this one, the Scarok back bed module, and this was 2 slots and 6,700 to buy. So we can start with this one. You can change the main color, and there's a lot of colors on this mod. Design color, I'll come back to that. Design, you have standard or white fenders, bars, no and yes. Attachers, have to look inside, either standard like this or with a 5th wheel. So then you can pull big trailers. So the design color changes the bar color like that. So let's jump back to the cars. This is the Scarok 1500. Also here a lot of color options. Also some NMC Beast. Let's go with that one. Rim color, also the whole color pattern. And the design color will also change the bars if we take that on. So design, you get standard, it changes the bumper, bumper 2 and bumper 3. Then we move over to asset configuration. You have standard, light bar on your top, or with beacon, or with both. Attachers, you have standard or 5th wheel, like so. And engine setup, you have the 1500 with either 375 horsepower, 400 or 420. Then you got step configuration, no or yes. Wheel setup, you got rim 1, rim 2, rim 3, and then you go out to duals with rim 1, 2 and 3. And then yeah, it's the bars, no or yes. Mirror configuration, you have standard mirror or tow mirrors. So there we go. And I think it was more or less the same configuration on them all, just that this one comes without anything on the back, so you have to also buy the back bed. The engine setup here is a little bit bigger. You go all the way up to 475 horsepower with the same setup also here on wheels and all the other configurations. And the last one is the Scarok 3500, and here the engine setup is also up to 475. So what's the difference between this one and the 2500? Ooh, I cannot tell. It's the same configurations, but anyhow. So here I have the 1500. Let's fire it up. honk. And then of course the big thing on this one is the cool lights. So if we turn on the lights first like this, no lights on the end, on the back, and then you turn the light on one more time and you get these ones, and then turn on again and it turns on the light bar, which is really bright. And then you need to, let's see, how did I put on the warning lights? Yeah, R1 and up on your pad. And for side or side blinkers, you can only see from the side here and here. I don't think you have any indicators on the back, no. And the top speed on this one is 160 kilometers an hour. But maybe it's just me, but when I got up a little bit in speed, like now 100, when I did the full turn, it seems like it's going a little bit forward and then it's struggling to turn. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. Seems pretty stable anyway. And with this guy here, I put the back bed on. So here you can detach it by doing so. Very much similar to the 82 squares TLX 2020. Attach L1 and X, unfold the car like so. Same lights on this one also. And with this one I went with the fifth wheel on the back. Yeah, and this one is the biggest one, the 3500, and you can hear the change. Let's turn off this one. This one sounds like this. Oh, you even got the warnings when you're backing up. Okay. But on this one, listen to this one. It sounds much bigger. So there we go. That's the NMC Scarok update pack. Even though I would have thought this was a brand new mod. So anyhow. So I think that was all of them today. Thank you for watching and hit that like button. If you have any comments, leave one if you want. And subscribe to my channel if you feel for it. Here we go. Bye bye.